think we're ready to get started. I want to welcome everybody here this morning. We got some beautiful weather, and we want to especially thank Sue Baldwin. Sue, are you here? Sue, thank you for this wonderful setup with the chairs and tables and podium.
That's Sharon.
And Sharon, okay, both of you. We really appreciate it. I do want to take a minute to welcome our guests and presenters. Most of you know we're here today to celebrate a couple of things. First and foremost, we're doing our Arbor Day poster contest citywide first place winner. So we have Braden O'Neill here, and I think he's got some family here. Where's his family? You guys want to give a big wave? Thanks for being here today. And we have several presenters, and I'll just kind of go across the back here with City Utilities. We've got 4 people here. I'm not going to name all the names, so if you guys could raise your hand. With City Utilities, we have Cindy Garner with the Missouri Department of Conservation, Ben Kellner with City of Springfield, Missouri Community Forestry Council, and Nancy Underhill with the Missouri Community Forestry Council and Missouri State University. She's wearing, it's Bear Wear Friday, right? And Tree City USA, we've got Kathleen Cowan and Zach Miller. And we've also got John Clark with Missouri State University and Cassandra Fisher with Missouri State University. And then from our city leadership, we've got Mayor Bob Stevens and Councilwoman Cindy Rashevsky and Councilman Jerry Compton. So let's give a big round of applause for everybody being here this morning. And then we've got, kind of standing in the back over here, we've got some CU reps. I didn't get, I've got your names here written down. Wade Stinson, Gary Gibson. So thank you very much for being here today. All right, well, to get started, we want to talk a little bit about the poster contest theme. We do a poster contest every year across the state, sponsored by the Missouri Community Forestry Council. And this year the theme was Trees Work for Energy Management. So Jacob McMains with City Utility is going to talk a little bit about the curriculum development and the significance of that for this year. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Casey. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Just as Casey said, my name's Jacob McMains. I actually represent the Davie Resource Group, and I am a utility forester that works in cooperation with City Utilities. And I wanted to take a brief moment to just touch on how significant this year is for the utility, particularly with their participation in the Treeline USA program provided by the National Arbor Day Foundation. Just as I mentioned, this is the 20th year for the utility, which makes it the oldest utility to participate in that program in the state, and also the 3rd oldest in the nation. And it is a huge honor for the Davie Resource Group to participate in a partnership such as this. With that being said, with the significance of this year, the utility wanted to take on a more active role in the development of the statewide curriculum for the poster contest. And the theme that was developed, as Casey just mentioned, was Trees Work for Energy Management. And the utility felt that it was a very important theme that hit home, one that they could take the opportunity to really express to their customer base the significance and benefits that trees provide. And we really wanted to take the time to celebrate that. So with that being said, I'd like to just take the opportunity again to acknowledge how honored the Davie Resource Group is to be able to participate in that partnership, and maybe start a little small round of applause for CU and that award.
Yeah.
I'll turn that back over to Casey. Thank you.
Thanks, Jacob. One of the things Jacob didn't mention is they did a really awesome kind of model that they brought into the classrooms and taught that curriculum. So the participating schools actually got some professionals, tree care professionals, to come into their classrooms and teach that curriculum. It was really a unique opportunity, and we were really pleased that City Utilities was able to help us with that this year. So we mentioned that today is our poster contest tree dedication ceremony, but does anybody else know what today is? Green shirt. Whose Arbor Day is it? It's Springfield's Arbor Day. So today is the one and only day that Springfield is celebrating Arbor Day this month. And to read our Arbor Day proclamation, we have Mayor Bob Stevens. I'll hold that for you while you...
It's a delight to be here, and also to have my colleagues on City Council, Cindy Rashevsky and Jerry Compton, join us. Every year we do this proclamation to declare that this is Arbor Day in Springfield, and I will just read part of this proclamation because I know the attention span of young people and stuff, it's about the same as the attention span of council members. So, whereas the city of Springfield is blessed with a number of individuals and organizations who share a common and sincere concern about trees and the natural environment we enjoy within our community. And whereas back in 1872, J. Sterling Morton first proposed that a special day be established for the planting of trees, and in 1970 the United States Congress set aside that special day to acknowledge our responsibility with respect to the national environment. And whereas trees and the natural environment serve to assist the moderation of temperature, produce oxygen, cleanse the air that we breathe, and provide a habitat for wildlife and a source of joy and beauty for the community. And whereas trees and proper care for our environment serve to increase property values, enhance the vitality of business areas, and beautify our surroundings. And whereas for the 29th year in a row, the City of Springfield has been recognized as a Tree City USA by the National Arbor Day Foundation and desires to continue supporting the environmental efforts. Therefore, I, Robert Stevens, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby proclaim April 11th to be Arbor Day in the City of Springfield. Thank you.
If you'd like to come up for a moment, please.
Present this.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
You get the copy of the Arbor Day proclamation, and pretty official looking.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
That's a
you.
great time. Thank you, Mary Stewart. And I'll hand that back to you for now. All right. So this Arbor Day was chosen to coincide with our Greenwood tree dedication ceremony for a special reason. And that is because Braden was chosen, out of all the participating schools, his poster was chosen as our citywide winner. So we had over 350 posters that were submitted citywide. And from each school, we selected one winner and then narrowed it down from there. So let's give him a big round of applause for being first place citywide. And of course, we couldn't do this without our educators helping to participate and letting us come in the classrooms and making sure those posters get sent in on time. So we also have a lot of awards for Jill Martin, our winning teacher. And very important to us to have that support. And then we also have, for the Missouri Community Forestry Council, Nancy Underhill to present some gifts to both Braden and Mrs. Martin.
I have a flowering dogwood tree to give to you to plant in your yard. And I have one for you, Braden. Thank you so much for doing a great job. There you go.
And Mrs. Martin, we have all of your posters, your original posters, to return to you. And go ahead.
Curriculum for the next.
No, it's pencils and other teaching resources, and then there's postcards and some things in there for your students.
Thank you.
And then from Tree City USA, we have Zach Miller and Kathleen Cowan. They're going to present our Tree Registry Award from Tree City USA.
The Tree City Advisory Committee advises the City Council and appropriate city departments regarding the city's trees and urban forests and assist in continuing to qualify Springfield as a Tree City USA community.
So, on behalf of the Tree City USA Citizen Advisory Committee, now and forevermore, this tree shall be known as the O'Neill Martin Spruce.
So, Braden and Jill, your tree has been registered with Tree City USA, and so there's a long list of those registered trees, and that one will remain in that registry. Yes. And then City Utilities, I think, has some prizes they would like to present.
On behalf of City Utilities, we'd like to present you with this bag of information on planting the right tree in the right place. There's also a $250 gift certificate for the purchase of a tree that you can plant on your own property. We do that. And we'd also like to urge everybody in the audience that before you plant to look up, find all your overhead electric lines, make sure the tree that you plant will fit in the location that you want to put it in, and to call Dig Right at 811 and have all the underground utilities located as well before you dig. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. And then on behalf of the city of Springfield, since this was our citywide contest, Jerry Compton, if you'd come up, we have created some note cards that you could use for thank you notes and or maybe invitations to parties that will be presented to Braden, and that is your poster on the front of them. Thank you, Jerry. And then Cindy. Cindy is presenting a family membership to Dickerson Park Zoo and some of our new branding materials from the city of Springfield.
And also we have a city pin because we want you to know how very proud all of us are of the work that you did, and we hope you'll be proud to be from Springfield. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, for bringing that. And of course, last but not least, we have our mayor, Robert Stevens, to come up and present you with your certificate. And if you'd like to read the front of it, you can.
Oh, sure. Be happy to. This better than the birthday party, isn't it? Now, we have a poster to present to Braden. It has a representation of his poster on it, along with some additional information. The 2014 Springfield Arbor Day poster contest, first place school winner, and first place citywide for outstanding artistic representation of how trees work to conserve energy. So, congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Lightning reflexes. Thank you, Mayor Stevens. And we will pause at the end for some photo ops and stuff too if you didn't get a good shot. And Jill, you can go ahead and take a seat. Now, one of the things that's really important about this tree is that someone has to take care of it. So who's going to take care of this tree? Will you guys help? You'll help take care of it? What about Nancy? Nancy, will you help take care of that tree? Nancy works here on the ground staff as an arborist, and so she'll be one of the professionals helping to care for this tree. But we want to take an opportunity to teach you guys a little bit about proper tree care. So if you would like to, do you have a friend you'd like to come up and help you with this part? We're going to dedicate your tree now by teaching you how to properly water and mulch it. 1, 2 at the most. Do you want to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo? I make a lot of decisions that way. Yay, Emily! But let's move over here by your tree. So, one of the things that we want to talk about is proper mulching. Do you guys know what mulch does for the tree?
Yes.
What does it do?
It prevents the moisture from rising out of the soil.
Okay, very good answer. Anybody else? It does several things, so there's more than one answer here. One of the other things, did you guys see any grass growing around the tree? Part of that is because where that mulch is at, it keeps that competition down, so there's no other plants competing for the water and the nutrients that are available in that soil. So that's another reason we mulch. And then we also mulch trees to protect them from weed eaters and mowers, so that when the grounds crew comes through and has to maintain this area, they don't have to get right up against this tree. Now, adequate mulching is really important. It's really important to do it the right way. So this is what we call volcano mulching, and you notice it's kind of piled up around the tree. Do you guys think that that looks like like the right way to mulch a tree?
Yes.
You think it does? We see that all over Springfield. But actually, when you pile that mulch up around there, it creates too much moisture at the top of that tree, and it will work as a funnel to cause moisture to go away from the tree. So what we want to do is create a mulch donut. So the mulch is really, really thin near the trunk, and then comes out and then kind of bumps out a little bit. So can you guys help me create a donut instead of a volcano? Okay. Just pull it out a little bit like this. And what we're doing is kind of creating like a saucer, so that when they water this tree, that water will stay in this area. Make sure you get the front, because that's where they're going to take the picture. Awesome. Okay, so now that we have the mulch all right, what do you think's next? We're going to water this tree. Now, typically we say an inch caliper tree needs 10 gallons of water per week when we're not getting any rain. So if we said this was a 1-inch tree, how many gallons of water does it need? if it's 10 gallons a week for a 1-inch tree, how many gallons should we give it today? 10. Who said 10? Thank you. Very good. All right, now here's your next math lesson. If these are 2.5-gallon jugs, how many jugs should I have brought if we needed 10 gallons? 4. There you go. So you guys did get a little education today. We pulled you out of class. We wanted to make sure that we were keeping you good up on your math skills. So I only brought 2 with me, so somebody needs to bring out how many gallons later on. We need to do 2 more of these, so 5 more gallons. All right, so there's 1 for each of you. And we're going to pour that water on slow and steady instead of blasting it away. We sometimes have people, they want to get their watering done really fast. So they turn their hose up as hard as they can and they'll spray away all the soil and expose that root system. But you guys are just going to kind of kneel down and you can pour it all in this area. Around, you can have this half and she can have the other half. I think you've done this before. You can go a little faster. And actually that tree was pretty dry. We've been a couple of weeks since we've had a good rain, so it's good that we're getting it a drink today. We may get some rain later on today to help finish out that watering, so you guys maybe don't have to come back out here today and water that tree. There we go. I heard some water going that time. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You got a little more? All right, let's give them a big round of applause for playing the title on the We'll do some pictures with you afterwards. And Emily, thank you for coming up and helping. We appreciate it. And we will now move into our actual Arbor Day celebration. There are several awards that the city and city utilities and the Missouri State University will receive today. And so I'd like to invite Cindy Garner up.
Good morning. Oh, this is my favorite day of the whole entire year, Arbor Day. You know why? It's about trees. And I work with trees every day. What a cool job, huh? Actually, I've got a lot of friends here that work with trees every single day. And today we're going to recognize all of their efforts for the entire city. It's a very rare situation what we're going to do today because we have what we call the Triple Crown. We're going to give out 3 awards within one city. So Springfield actually excels and meets or exceeds a lot of standards in the entire nation today. So I'm so proud to be a part of that. So thank you for letting me be here today. We're going to start with Tree City USA, and we're going to give that to the city of Springfield, and I'm going to present that to the mayor. And the special event today is for 29 years. So way before we were doing this, because we're young, someone had the foresight to think it was real important to plant trees and make them as a commitment to recognize them as their infrastructure for their city. And they said, we're going to take care of these trees and make sure that we have trees so when people get older, they're able to enjoy the benefits of them. Oh, or maybe when they're younger, enjoy the benefits of them. So today I would like to present you with your Tree City USA Award for 29 years. And you're getting a special award today, and it's called the Growth Award. And the Growth Award is for cities that only do extra special things to take care of their trees. And there's only, actually, out of the 85 Tree City USAs in the entire state, there's only 11 cities in the state that have received the Growth Award for this past year. So with that, you also have received it now for 11 years, so you're to be commended for that. So I'd like to present that to you, Mr. Mayor.
right.
you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The next award I'd like to present and have the honor to present is the Treeline USA. I forgot to add that all of these programs, as the mayor mentioned, are through the Arbor Day Foundation, and the Department of Conservation works with them to manage the programs throughout the state. And another one of those programs is the Treeline USA, and that's for your city utilities company. We have a really special award for them today also. Not only have they, Jacob mentioned earlier about how the length that they have received this award for the state. This is their 20th year as a Treeline. They are our oldest utility company in the state of Missouri to receive this award and participated in it for that long. So I'd like to present that award to you today.
Do you want me to invite them up?
Yes.
So Susan, Wade, and Gary, if you guys could come on up.
That'd be great. You want to walk up? I think I should go in the front.
Let's go in front.
So first of all, this is their plaque, and it hangs in their business building. And today we have their forester, and I apologize, I don't know everyone's name, so I will let you go ahead and just present it. And Susan, you might introduce who you have with you today.
This is Gary Gibson. He's Director of Operations. Excuse me. And Wade Stinson. He's our Senior Manager of
Great.
Operations.
We're glad that you're here today. And then the other award that I have for you that we think is really, really unique. I may never be able to do this again in my entire career. So I really, really appreciate all of your hard work and labor that you've put into this as your 20th year as Treeline. I'm going to give out another award. It's kind of a new award. It's a really special award also, and it's for Missouri State University. And the title of this award is Tree Campus USA. And we actually only have 7 Tree Campus USA in the state of Missouri. So again, Springfield has excelled in joining the ranks, I say, of the elite across the state by participating in this program. And so today we're going to have the student representative, Cassandra, come up and receive this award.
Now, Braden, we did make you stay up here for just a little bit longer to do photo ops and things like that, but we had a special statewide contest this year too for the Arbor Day poster contest, and there were 2 prizes that were awarded for all the first place posters from every school that was submitted across the state, and one of them was for technical merit. So that was, how the poster fit with the theme, and then how the artistic representation was received by those that were voting. And the other was a popular vote, and it was something that was the first time we've ever done it. And what we were trying to do was to get the school and the students and the parents more involved. So Missouri Community Forestry Council uploaded all the top 10 posters from the state up on their Facebook page, and then we let people just spread the word and vote. And so, Braden, you also won the state popular vote this year for your poster. And I hear your grandmother, is your grandmother here? I hear she did a great campaign on Facebook, so thank you very much. We should probably give this to you. Braden, if you'll come back over, this is our last award we have for you today. Congratulations. That's a big deal. Like our theme and our journal. This is for Grandma. There you go. Thank you very much. Well, that does conclude our formal ceremony. And we will now do some photos and stuff. So if I can get some of our city representation to hold up our Tree City USA flag. Thank you. You're welcome.
You want to go get one?
Yeah, maybe they want to get in here.
Yeah, come on in. We're already at the state of panoramic, so I mean.
We're going to step aside. So you guys can do it.